This is part 10 of ASP.NET Core Blazor tutorial. In this video, I am going to discuss Blazor components cascading parameters with a practical demonstration. One way to pass data from parent component to child component is by using component parameters. We discussed component parameters in detail in part 9 of Blazor tutorial. A Blazor application is a set of components. We create individual components and put them together to create a working Blazor application. Components can also be nested. A component can be nested in another component. That component can be nested in at another component, and this can go on. In Blazor, you can pass a value from a parent component to a child component using component parameters. You will have to write all the wiring code from the parent to all the descendants to pass the value. Another more convenient way of doing this is by using cascading values and parameters. To do this, you simply specify a cascading value in the parent component for passing to the descendant components. In the descendant components, simply specify a cascading parameter to retrieve the value. Cascading parameters are used to pass data between nested components. Blazor has a built-in component called cascading value. We can pass a value to this component. This value is then cascaded down its component tree to all of its descendants. In the child component, you can access the cascading value by declaring a property of the same type, decorated with the cascading parameter attribute. In fact, any of the descendant components in the component tree can access the cascading value. They simply have to declare a property of the same type decorated with the cascading parameter attribute. Now we will see cascading parameters with a practical demonstration. Single cascading parameter. For this demo, I am using Blazor server application. For the interest of time, I have written the required code. I have created a parent component and a child component. In the parent component, I have declared a simple message. And in Blazor, we have a built-in component called cascading value. I am simply passing this message to that component, and under this I have nested a child component. This is that simple. And in the child component, I have declared a cascading parameter. It should be required to add cascading parameter attribute. Here, the parameter name should not require to match, but the type should be matched. It's a string. In the child, I have declared the same type. Let's run this application. If you see, I got the message from the parent component. I will give one more example by adding one more nested component. In this example, I have added one more nested component. So I have three components: parent component, child component, and grandchild component. In the parent component, I have declared a simple string with style, background color, and I have declared a cascading value component. I am passing the style value to that component, and inside cascading value component I have declared a child component. In the child component, I have declared a grandchild component, and again I am passing the style attribute. And in the grandchild component, I have declared the cascading parameter for the style attribute. So I am passing the style attribute across all the components. Let's run this application. You see, style got applied to all the components. Multiple cascading parameters. When you pass multiple values, you need to have a way to identify the parameters that are being passed. This can be done by differentiating them by type or by name. Identify by type. If you are passing values with different types such as int and string, for example, the component will know how to match the value to the parameter automatically. Identify by name. When different values have the same type, you have to identify them by a name. In this example, we will see identifying cascading parameters by type. Here I have declared two parameters. One is of type string and the other one is of type int. And I have declared two cascading value components, and I am passing the name and age to the child component. And in the child component, I am retrieving those values and I am displaying those values. This parameter is a string and this parameter is a int. So it should identify based on the type. If you see, the names are different, but here the type should be matched. Let's run this application. If you see this, I got the name and age values. In this example, we will see identifying cascading parameters by name. Here I have declared two parameters, both are of type string, and in the child component I am displaying those parameters. So for that I have declared two cascading parameters of type string, and I have given the attribute cascading parameter for both the parameters. Let's run this application. If you see, I got the same student name twice. This is because here we have a problem. Let's see now. Here we got the second student name twice because Blazor will take the nearest cascading value from the cascading value component. Here we have declared two parameters, both are of type string, so it couldn't be able to identify the parameter, so it took the nearest cascading value. If we declare the parameters of the same type and if we want to differentiate them, we need to use the name property. For both the cascading values in the parent component, I am using the name property, and in the child component, we need to give the name. Now let's run the application. If you see, now I got both the student names Ravi and Ram. That's it in this video. Thank you for watching.